Three, testing, 1, 2. You guys hear me? So this is bizarre. So I'm trying to figure out exactly yeah. How you doing, Cohen? So I'm having some technical difficulties here. Just bear with me. Alrighty. You know, I don't know what the heck's going on here. All right. Just give me a second, guys. Get this sorted out in a jiff. All right, so that's working. Let's see, is this working? No, desktop audio is not working. This is so bizarre. All right, so let's try this. It's like all of my settings got reset somehow. This does not bode well. Let's try this again.
You're a mean one, Mr.
Okay.
Grinch.
You guys hear that? All right, so yeah, I'm real sorry, guys. Getting a little issues with audio. I have no idea why. It seems last week we had nothing but trouble too, which was kind of bizarre. All right, so let's see how this goes. I'm not entirely sure what the heck is going on here. Let's see. Where the heck? No. All right. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's see how this goes. I may have to stop again if I run into more problems, but anyway, hi, welcome to Smule Seen. It is Wednesday, October 9th. Normally my shows are on Mondays, but unfortunately my schedule got ahead of me and I just wasn't ready, and I didn't want to try to rush it. So I moved it to Wednesday. I hope you guys don't mind, but I do appreciate you coming out on this off time. But it's better late than never, right? At least that's how I look at it. I'm Dave Roscoe, aka MrGrynch on Smule. And I'll be your host tonight, such that it is. I've got 8 amazing performances for you. Hopefully you can hear them. So we'll find that out. And let me tell you a little bit about Smule Seen. Smule Seen is on a mission to showcase hidden talent. We see you and we want the world to hear you. I go out and I look for amazing talents. Hey, Karen, glad you can make it. You missed all the fuss in the beginning. I had trouble with audio, but thanks for coming out. But yeah, I look for amazing talent on the Smule platform that doesn't get any recognition by Smule itself. There's a lot of amazing talent out there, and Smule always tends to favor the same small group of people over and over again. And I'm hoping to change that. So that's why Smule Seen exists. Let's see what else is going on. Big news this week with the weather. I mean, oh my God. If you're here in the States, and hell, maybe if you're not even in the States, you've probably heard it. It's big news. All these hurricanes down south. Florida can't seem to catch a break, right? I mean, they had that big hurricane, and then right on its heels is this other Milton hurricane, and this one's worse than the first one. And it's so bad. They were talking about giving it a new category, a category 6, and that's just unreal. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I really hope people in Florida are doing okay, and that the death toll, unfortunately I'm sure there will be some deaths, but hopefully it's low, and people were able to heed the evacuation recommendations. Hey, how you doing, Skylar? Glad you can make it. Hey, everyone. But yeah, it's scary, right? People talk about climate change, and here it is, folks. This is what climate change looks like. They were also talking about the polar vortex. I don't know if you guys have heard that term, is anomalously weak this year. And that has to do with some crazy El Nino behavior that happens all the time. But the last time something like this, even remotely close to this, happened, we had unusually cold winter up here in the Northeast and a lot more snow. And this is worse. So hopefully we don't get slammed, but we'll see. We got to make sure we pay that heating bill. So yeah, again, my prayers go out to all the folks in Florida. Be safe, stay indoors, escape if you can. And we'll see you on the other side. So let's get this show started. I'm really hoping here. So once I play this first song, you guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Because if not, I'm going to have to stop again and try to figure out what the heck's wrong. It's really bizarre. It's like all of my settings have been reverted, and I didn't know that until just now, obviously. I was working with this earlier and everything was working fine. So yeah, we got some gremlins and hopefully this works out. So this first song was released in 1991, and it reflects Kurt Cobain's feelings of alienation and despair. It was reportedly inspired by his experiences of living under a bridge in Aberdeen, Washington, during a rough period of his life. Now, the specific events and the accuracy of it are a bit debatable, but the song captures the raw emotions of homelessness and hopelessness that Cobain felt during that time. Unlike many other Nirvana songs, this song has a minimalist. Hey, Skylar, you know, look at this. This is crazy. Something in the way. Yes, Skylar. I mean, between you and Missy, I don't know. You're always guessing these songs, but you probably picked up on the homelessness thing, right? But yeah, unlike many other Nirvana songs, Something in the Way has a minimalist approach with Kurt Cobain portraying almost whisper-like vocals. During the recording, Cobain played his guitar quietly to achieve the song's bleak and intimate sound, and the band's producer had to use different recording techniques to pick up the faint sounds. This song was not originally released as a single, but it gained significant attention after being featured in the 2022 film The Batman, and it led to a resurgence in its popularity, and the song was later released as a single. Following the movie's release, the song charted in several countries and made it onto the Billboard Hot Rock and Alternative Songs chart, and hit the charts in several other countries like the UK and throughout several countries in Europe. So singing Something in the Way, which, by the way, this is a mashup of Something in the Way and some other Nirvana songs. We have Jen. Let's hope this works.
Underneath the bridge, topaz strong leaves and the walls I've tried have all become a thing. Living off of grass, drippings from the ceiling, soaking to have any feeling. to be features, 'cause they don't have any feeling. Rape me, rape me again. Rape me, rape me, my friend.
So that was really cool, and I'm glad you guys were able to hear that. I, on the other hand, can't hear a damn thing. So, but you know, I can live with that. I've heard these songs several times already. But yeah, I mean, Jen, you know, I've heard her before, and I've played her on the show before, and I've sung with her a few times. But this was really cool. This is something different that I've heard from her, and maybe she's done this before, but this was a self collab, obviously. And she had, you know, a multi-layered vocal on this. And as I was listening to it, the depth of the layers and the subtlety in some of the background lyrics were just really cool. And I was like, wow, I really like this. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this is going on the show. So yeah, Jen is amazing. And this song is really cool. I love mashups when they're done well. And this one was definitely done very well. So there you go. Song 1 down. Again, I'm glad you guys can hear it. I can't hear anything. But we'll figure that out at some point. Oh yeah, Skylar, please do. Skylar likes to send me some of their songs, and I really appreciate that because I like to sprinkle in these little gems now and then, and Skylar is a great source for those gems. So yeah, keep them coming, Skylar. All the things, yeah. So this next song was released in 2006. And it is inspired by the spaghetti Western film scores of Ennio Morricone. Now, I've heard that term used a lot. I have no idea what a spaghetti Western is. But, you know, doesn't matter. It's just a strange term. And this song is about the discussion, well, based on a discussion about mental instability, and the lyrics delve into the feeling like you're losing touch with reality and grappling with emotions that seem overwhelming or uncontrollable. This song made history in the UK by becoming the first song to reach #1 on the UK singles chart purely through digital downloads. It was so popular that Gnarls Barkley eventually decided to pull it from UK stores to prevent people from getting sick of it. It reached #2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and was a global phenomenon. It reached #1 in several countries, including the UK, Ireland, Canada, and New Zealand, and received numerous awards and nominations, cementing its place as one of the most memorable hits of the 2000s. Singing Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, we have Ace Song With Me and Bree Na.
I remember when I lost my mind.
There was something so pleasing about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Those that make me crazy. Those that make me crazy. Those that make me crazy.
I love how they're blowing each other kisses at the end. Now, that was amazing. And, Karen, I'm going to highlight you here because I was just about to say that Brina is amazing. I've sung with her several times, and not only is she super talented, she's really, really nice person too. Always very gracious. But this song was so cool. And you're going to find this throughout this show. I've picked well-known songs, but not necessarily the version you're expecting. And you'll see that as the show goes on. And this was definitely a very, very interesting version of the song. Like I said, I've played Brina on this show before. And Ace Song with Me, I'm pretty sure I played her when I was still with LGV. I don't think I've played her since coming to Smule Seen, but she's also amazing. And both of these voices together were just phenomenal in this song. That one like high note that Song with Me was singing there near the end, and how she held it for, I don't know, like 3.5 years. I was like, wow, that is so cool. And that interplay with the haunting musical environment, It just really, really worked. And bravo. I like that. That's my on-air clap for the show so far. Maybe there'll be more. But hey, I'm glad you guys got to hear that. By all means, follow and sing with these people. That's what this is all about. The world is better when you're singing. This next song is released in 1999, and it expresses themes of a passionate yet troubled romantic relationship. The words "Summer Sun," I'm giving the song away, damn it, metaphor is used to express the heat and intensity of emotions, as well as the pain and uncertainty that can come with love. This song features a distinctive guitar riff that has been compared to the work of 1970s glam rock bands, giving the song a retro yet contemporary vibe for its time. The accompanying music video, which features the lead singer Charlene Spiteri in various sensual and moody settings, generated significant attention for its provocative style. The song did not chart in the United States, but it was a big hit in Europe. It reached the top 10 in the UK. Yes, Texas, absolutely. See, Skylar's not the only one. Maybe Skylar was giving somebody else a chance. Yeah, but they were a big hit in Europe, reached top 10 in the UK, Germany, and Switzerland, and other European markets. And, this just goes to show you the US, they don't have great taste in a lot of these cases. But Europe knows. So singing "Summer Sun" by Texas, we've got Art Velde and Singing Steph.
I'm tired of telling the story, tired of telling it your way. You know what I saw, I know that I found the floor.
Before you take my heart, reconsider. Before you take my heart, reconsider. I've opened the door. I've opened the door.
Here comes the summer sun. He burns my skin. I ache again. I'm over you.
I thought I had a dream to hold. Maybe that has gone. Your hands reach out and touch me still, but this feels so wrong.
Before you take my heart, reconsider. Before you take my heart, reconsider. I've opened the door. I've opened the door. Here comes the summer sun. He burns my skin. I ache again. I'm over you. Here comes the winter's rain to cleanse my skin. I wake again. I'm over you. Before you take my heart, reconsider. Before you take my heart, reconsider. I've opened the door. Half open the door, and here comes the summer sun. He burns my skin. I ache again. I'm over you.
Here comes the winter's rain to cleanse my skin. I wake again. I'm over you.
Here comes the summer sun. He burns my skin. I ache again. I'm over you. Here comes the winter's rain to cleanse my skin. I wake again. I'm over you. I'm over you.
Well, they may be over each other, but I'm not over them, because that was awesome. And it just goes to show you the US doesn't know anything. That song was awesome. I'd listen to that. In fact, I did several times. But that was really good. Now, singing Steph, I've been following her for a while, and for some reason, I don't sing with her very often, and she doesn't sing with me very often. And you know what? I think the reason could be the same. You ever notice how Smule just like randomly stops letting you know that people open stuff, and then you go to their, for some reason you're thinking about them, or you come across their name and you go to check their profile, and you see that they've been opening stuff all along and you just didn't know. And I often wonder, like, how many people, are in that same boat with me. They don't know I'm opening songs. And it's a shame. I've been, I'm on like this monthly rotation to have them fix that garbage. Just like, how people like drop off your follow list and you think they unfollowed you. Oh, by the way, if that ever happens to you, there's a great way to test it. Just go to that person and unfollow them. And if it says follow back, that means they're still following you. It's just that Smule screwed up. And don't worry, they won't get spam that you followed them again. It only shows, yeah, they do, right? Instead of doing this stupid crap like, showing how many times and who's visiting your profile, how about you actually fix something that's broken? But they don't get spammed. People only get notified when you follow them the first time. So if you unfollow and refollow, they don't see it. And it's a great way to test if they've actually unfollowed you. I'm not saying that from the standpoint of, to give you a reason to be mad at them, because people have their own thing and whatever they do, they do. Yeah, the stalker view, exactly. I'm not a fan. And you know what? How is it a stalker view? I mean, the best way to find out what people are doing is to go to their profile. So now it's a crime to do that? I mean, come on. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I get it. There are stalkers on the app, and they can hide from that just as well as anything else. And it really limits, it really kind of limits how you use the app and how most people have grown to use the app. It just doesn't make any sense. But you know what? I don't want to take away from this performance. I was saying that, I know singing Steph. Art Velde, again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. It's not intentional. I wish like Smule would do like phonetics or allow people to record a little sound bite that lets people record how their name is pronounced so that people know. But they were both awesome. It was a fun song. I don't know. I recently added, a little camera view now so that I don't disappear while the songs are playing. And you could probably see me bopping my head in there. I get into these songs, and I got into that. That was awesome. So great job, guys. And I'll definitely be adding you to the rotation of artists that I feature. So we're up to song number 4. And this song was released in 2004, and it deals with themes of loss, heartbreak, and the emotional impact of losing someone you love. The lyrics reflect the pain and trauma associated with death, especially in the context of war and tragedy, which fits the album's broader concept of revenge and the darker aspects of human emotions. The music video for this song is a powerful depiction of World War II, featuring the band in a D-Day inspired battle scene. For those of you who don't know, D-Day was a pivotal battle in World War II, and it signified the start of the end of the war. It was one of the most expensive music videos of its time, with its intense war scenes and emotional storytelling, capturing the essence of loss in a visceral way. This song reached number 84 on the Billboard Hot 100 and developed a strong fan base in the alternative rock community. It charted in several other countries, including the UK, where it reached the top 40. Singing "The Ghost of You" by My Chemical Romance, we have Omnipats and xXLashesXx. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce those X's, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution. Here we go.
I never said I'd lie and wait forever. If I died, we'd be together now. I can always just forget her, but she could try. At the end of the world, on the last thing I see, you are never coming home, never coming home. Could I? Should I? And all the things that you never ever told me, and all the smiles I don't ever get the feeling that you'll never. All alone, and I remember now. At the top of my lungs in your arms, she dies. She dies. At the end of the world, for the last thing I see, you are never coming home, never coming home. Could I? Should I? And all the things that you never ever told me, and all the smiles that are ever gonna harm me. Never coming home, never coming home. Could I? Should I? And all the wounds that are ever gonna scar me, for all the ghosts that are ever gonna catch me. If I fall, if I fall down. At the end of the world, for the last thing I see, you are never coming home, never coming home, never coming home, never coming home. And all the things that you never ever told me, and all the smiles that are never gonna harm me, never coming home, never coming home. Could I? Should I? And all the wounds that are ever gonna scar me, for all the ghosts that are never gonna.
Wow. I could just feel the pain in that song, couldn't you? I mean, that really hurt to listen to, and not because it was sung poorly. It was not. But you know, the song is about pain, and And the fact that, you know, I could feel it just is just a testament to how well these two sang this song. And of course, you know, I'll say this again, but female vocalists, if you've got that rasp in your voice, you're already halfway there in my book when it comes to getting featured. I just love it. I love that sound. And I can't get enough. And Omnipats had that in spades. But I mean, both of these artists were amazing. And that song, you know, it was just sung, you know, with emotion, especially like the end there. When she was like, you know, really, you know, belting out at the end there, and you could just feel it. I loved it. It was great. But anyway, thanks guys. I'm glad I got to play that, and you guys will be back on the show for sure. I mean, anyone I play here is a candidate to come back. What I do is, like, once I find these artists, I add them to a special playlist, and then when I'm looking for songs, if nobody recommends new artists to me, hint hint, then I'm gonna go back and look through them, and you know, and a lot of times, you know, I'll go down the rabbit hole and find new performance as well. And the list just keeps growing and growing and growing. And hopefully, you know, we're not just playing the same people over and over again. And I'm introducing you to new people. Now, Cohen said that, you know, he's amazed he's sung with the majority of these features singers. But hopefully there's a few in here that are new to you that you can add to your follow list. But yeah, that was great. So that was song number 4. So we've reached the halfway point on the show. And I just want to give you a reminder that if you like what we're doing, then please subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications so that you never have to miss a show, or at least the opportunity to attend. You'll be alerted that the show is scheduled or starting, and you'll have the opportunity to tune in. So yeah, and it helps our channel too. You know, I'm not really all that worried about numbers of views and followers and all that, just because the people that I want to be seeing this are the ones that, you know, already know it's here. And, you know, because they come from Smule. And, you know, I say this every once in a while, but, you know, the goal here is not to pull people away from Smule. That's not what this show is about. This show is just a vehicle to show you what Smule won't. All right. And then once you see it, you know, I'm hoping that it revitalizes you and encourages you to get back in the app and make new connections and find, you know, new songs to sing with people who you may never have known existed. So it's all about getting people more engaged in the app. So yeah, unfortunately we have to pull you away. I would love it, by the way, if Smule made a way to do live streams from within the app, you know, kind of like a live jam, but with a little more features. That would be amazing, because then I wouldn't have to do this. But again, the point is to get you more active and happy and fulfilled in the app. You know, let's keep it fresh. So as we usually do, we're going to take a quick break for this commercial presentation. It's not really, just fun. I love that. That video is called Instant Karma, and you can see why. But it's just funny, and I hope you got a chuckle out of that. But maybe you don't. I kind of have a sick sense of humor, so I find things funny that some people don't. So before I move on to the next song, I just want to make you aware again that I'm always looking for new talent. And, I do a lot of it myself, but I'm always looking for help, right? So if you've sung with somebody who's just amazing, or you've heard someone that, maybe you didn't sing with them, you just heard them and you thought they were amazing. What you can do is go to their channel, and unfortunately you're going to show up on their stalker list, but if you're like me, I don't care, or you don't care. Find an OC that they've either opened in the past and it's expired, or it's still current, and message me in app with a link to that OC, and then I will check them out. And if I agree with you, then I'll add them to the list of artists that I pick from to find songs for this show. And as a side benefit, I will automatically consider you as well. So you don't even have to send me you. I know who you are. You just sent me a message. So that's how that works. And there's a video in the description that has a little more details on that, but that's the Cliff Notes version. So yeah, please send those artist nominations. I'm always looking for new talent. So this next song is really cool. And I typically put like the song number 5 right after the initial break to be something that's, a little, I don't want to say extra special, but different and in some ways, stands out from some of the other choices that I've made tonight. All very good artists, but sometimes you just see something that stands out, and this is one of them. So let me tell you a little bit about this song. It was released in 1983, and it explores the theme of being true to oneself and the consequences of deception and dishonesty in relationships. The band's lead singer said that this song is about the fear of standing still and being true to your nature rather than changing to fit in or be liked. This song was one of the band's biggest hits and is widely recognized for its colorful and vibrant music video set on a Mississippi riverboat in the 1800s. The video's playful theme and flamboyant style helped make the song a visual as well as musical hit. Now, this song was a massive hit. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks, and it reached number 1 in 16 countries, including the UK, where it was the best-selling single of 1983, and remains one of the best-selling singles of all time, and is a classic example of 1980s pop music. Singing Karma Chameleon by the Culture Club, we have 001 Patty Mac and Tommble.
There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and you go. Oh yeah. You come and you go. Come, chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Love would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. 'Cause I'm a gypsy. Did I hear your wicked words every day? And you used to be so sweet, I heard you say that my love was an addiction. Ooh, we cling. Ooh, our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string along, you string along. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. Every day is like survival. It's like survival.
You're my lover, not my rival. I'm a man. You're a man without conviction. You've got no conviction. I'm a man. You're a man. Who doesn't? I know who doesn't know. Well, to say the contradiction. You come and go. You come and go. Yeah. Come a chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Love would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Come a chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Love would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Green, green, green. Don't ask me any questions and I won't tell you any lies.
That was cool, huh? I mean, seriously, Patty Mac is something else. I don't even know how to describe him. I mean, he's super talented, extremely artistic, and he can be a little off the wall sometimes, you know, and that's like part of his charm. He's just amazing. And so, you know, he's no stranger to me. And, you know, with 50,000 followers, I don't think he's a stranger to a lot of people. But he is amazing. And tommble was a perfect compliment on this song. I've never heard of him before, but you can be sure I'll be following him after this show. But yeah, these guys were awesome. And this song was so fun. And it had like that, you know, that old school kind of like, what they used to call that, like flapper type sound, you know, like Betty Boop kind of thing with the old timey jazz. I thought that was just a really cool adaptation for that song. And you know, and Patty Mac, he's just so animated, right? It was just so fun. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I thought it was like better than maybe you guys thought, but I was just really impressed by that song. But anyway, moving right along. Anyway, good job, guys. I love that. This song was released in 2021, and it was inspired by a real life romantic relationship, and was written as a declaration of finding true love after experiencing heartbreak. The lyrics capture the feeling of rediscovering joy and hope in a new relationship. The song's vintage sound, reminiscent of 1950s and 60s love ballads, has drawn comparisons to artists like Roy Orbison and Elvis Presley. Its nostalgic style helped it stand out in the modern music landscape, attracting a wide range of listeners who appreciate the blend of old and new. This song gained significant traction on streaming media platforms, which helped boost its success. And you're finding that a lot more now, right? You know, before it was always like when it got to the radio, you made it, right? Now, you know, these songs are circulating on social media and streaming platforms, you know, almost before the radios really care. And that's driving interest in other media venues, which I think is great. So this song reached number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 14 on the UK singles chart. And it also charted in several other countries, including Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and others. There was actually quite in fact, it did quite well in like the Philippines and some other Asian countries like Vietnam. But yeah, this song really was popular there. It was like, number 1 and number 2 in those countries respectively. So you never know where your songs are going to catch on, which is why I'm glad we have a global market that, people can always find what they like. So singing Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez, we've got Annie B and qweenange.
Georgia, wrap me up in oil. I want you in my arms, oh let me hold you. I'll never let you go again like I did. Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. Georgia, pull me in, I asked to love her. Once again you felt like got you. I'll never let you go again like I did. Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. I will never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you.
So you could really hear that like 1950s love ballad sound in there, right? That was really cool. I mean, I love that throwback stuff. I know a lot of that music just because, I grew up in a musical household. My dad was a singer and there was always music on, and, and that was the music that, he listened to. So I heard it too. It's funny. When I was in high school, I had a music teacher, Mr. Heimovitz. He could play anything on the piano, anything at all. We try to stump him with songs, and in time after time, he would just play them. And then he flipped it around and turned it into like a name that tune. And he'd always play these older songs, and I could just knock them off left and right. To the point where whatever team I was on would just win by like this huge margin. So at the end of the year, he pitted the whole class against me, and I lost, but not by a lot. But yeah, these two were amazing. I don't know if I've played qweenange or qweenange. I don't know how this before. But I've played Annie B before, maybe on LGV, and so she's a known entity. But this song was beautiful, and they sung it so well. Those harmonies just blended so nicely. And they've got, very like sweet voices, I don't know how else to describe it. And clean, pure tone. And that worked out really well for this song. And yeah, it was just awesome. Good job, guys. So we're up to song number 7. And this song was released in 1999, and it revolves around a complicated romantic relationship marked by infidelity and regret. And usually the two go hand in hand, right? Inspired by real life experiences and observations of love's ups and downs. The chorus of Every Morning, that's the name of the song. See, I just gave it away. Features a melody and lyrics inspired by the 1970s song Suavecito by the band Malo, which is often referred to as the Chicano national anthem. This nod to the past helped bridge the gap between classic and modern influences and contributed to the song's infectious appeal. It reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in the US and topped the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart. It hit number 10, or not number 10, the top 10 in several countries, including Canada, UK, and Australia. Singing Every Morning by Sugar Ray, we have, oh wait, hold on a second. Somebody told me how to say this guy's name. Hold on. I don't want to butcher it because apparently this guy's name gets mangled a lot. So let's see. What do we have? All right. So bear with me a second here, guys. Okay. Right. So it's Indeed a Wise Guy. Okay. So yeah, I guess it kind of looks like that. I wouldn't have pronounced it that way, but thankfully J. Dot reached out to me and told me how to pronounce this guy's name. So woohoo, I didn't blow it. I was joking and I said, you know what? I'm just going to call this guy Joe. But at least now I don't have to. Again, singing Every Morning by Sugar Ray. We've got, hold on, I got to say it again. My memory's terrible. Indeed a Wise Guy and J. Dot 0109.
Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed.
I know it's not me, but I see if I can use it for the weekend or a one-night stand.
Couldn't understand how to work it out. Once again, as predicted, left my broken heart open and you ripped it out.
Something's got me reeling, stop me from believing, turn me around again. Said that we could do it, you know I wanna do it again. Sugar Ray say,
Every morning when I wake up,
baby, don't sit around.
she always rights the wrong. She always rights the wrong.
Shut the door, baby, shut the door, baby. Every morning there's a heartache hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know it's not mine and I know she thinks she loves me, but I never can believe what she said.
Something so deceiving when you stop believing. Turn me around again. Said we couldn't do it. You know I wanna do it again.
Every morning when I
Shut the door, baby. Don't say a word.
every morning
Shut the door, baby.
She always rights the wrong for me, baby.
She always rights the wrong for me. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know it's not mine, but I see if I can use it for the weekend or a one-night stand.
Shut the door, baby, don't say a word.
Every morning when I wake up.
Baby, shut the door, baby.
Every morning
Shut the door, baby, don't say a word.
every morning when I wake up. Every morning,
Shut the door, baby, don't say a word.
every morning when I wake up. We did it. Cheers.
Excellent, cheers.
Yeah, the ending there was funny. He was a little gung ho with the thumbs up, right? But yeah, that was really good. That was another, a fun sounding song. Yeah, they're talking about infidelity and that. But it was cute, and these guys were great. I know J Dot, sung with her before, and I've had her on the show, and she's awesome. Indeed, Wise Guy is new to me, and he was cool. I don't know if you guys follow football, but like at various points in this in the song, I just kept thinking he kind of looked like Rob Gronkowski. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Both of these guys sounded great. This song was great, and it had me grooving in my seat. I think Karen Amore described this as a lowrider jam. Yeah, it certainly is. It's got its roots. So yeah, great job, guys. All right, so we're up to song number 8, the last song of the show, and as is usually the case, it is a song that includes me, and one of our guests in the audience. I'm not going to say who yet, but let me tell you a bit about the song first. This song was released in 1988, and although the title might suggest a paternal theme, the song's lyrics actually explore themes of unconditional love, devotion, and desire in a romantic relationship. The singer's intention was to convey a deeper, almost spiritual connection between two lovers that transcends traditional relationship roles. Now, this song was originally conceived as a dance track, but during the recording process, the singer stripped it down to create the slow, sultry ballad that we know today. The song's haunting atmosphere is enhanced by its blend of R&B and gospel influences, showcasing this artist's versatility. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and it was his 6th solo single to top the chart. It reached the top 10 in several countries, including the UK, Canada, and Australia. So, singing Father Figure by George Michael, we've got myself, Mr. Grinch, and Karen Amore.
That's all I wanted. Something special, someone sacred in your eyes. For just one moment, to be bold and naked at your side.
Sometimes I think that you'll never understand me. Maybe this time is forever. Say it can be.
That's all you wanted. Something special, someone sacred in your life. Just for one moment, to be warm and naked at my side.
Sometimes I think that you'll never understand me, but something tells me together we'd be happy. I will be your father figure, put your tiny hand in mine.
I will be your preacher, teacher,
Anything you have in mind, I will be your father figure. I have had enough of crime. I will be the one who loves you till the end of time. Oh, oh, oh. If you are the desert, I'll be the sea. If you ever hunger for me. Whatever you ask for, that's what I'll be.
So when you remember the ones who have lied, who said that they care but then laughed as you cried, beautiful darling, don't think of me.
That's all I wanted. Something special, something sacred in your eyes.
For just one moment, to be bold and naked
At your side.
Sometimes I think that you'll never understand me.
Understand me.
Maybe this time is forever. Say it can be.
I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine.
I will be your preacher, teacher.
Anything you have in
I will be
mind.
your father figure. I have had enough of crime. I will be the one who loves you
Till the end of time. Peace. Thanks for joining. Until next time.
Until next time.
So I just want to start by saying thank you, Karen. That was amazing. Karen was probably one of the first people featured on this show, and she's almost instantly become one of my favorite people on the platform. She's very upbeat and friendly, very approachable. I like that. There's a lot of prima donnas and divas on this platform, and she's not one of them, even though she's incredibly talented. And yeah, she recently joined our crazy bunch over at Starshine Radio, which reminds me, if you haven't heard of Starshine Radio, you should check it out. These guys have shows like almost every day, multiple shows, and it's an internet radio show, and it's also Smule, right? They don't, in theory, they don't do just Smule, but almost all of their songs come from Smule. People submit them, or they just find you, kind of like how I do for the show, and I really like them because their mission is the same as mine. They look for these hidden talents on Smule, and they play them, and they play a lot more songs than I do, because it just doesn't fit with this format, but it works great for their format. And they're a great bunch of people. Some great DJs, awesome audience participation, super supportive. Negativity is just not a thing. We just don't do that. But yeah, if you want to check them out, I have a link in the description of the show, so you can check them out. And I think you'll I think you'll like them. It's good because their format allows you to just kind of queue them up and just put your phone in your pocket, kind of like Spotify, and just go about your day. And you know, their timing of some of their shows is like while I'm at work or cooking dinner for some reason. So I'll just put them on and listen in the background. But yeah, check them out. So that's our show for tonight. Again, Karen, thank you so much for letting me play that. And you know, and I got to tell you, you know, this song was featured on one of Starshine's shows just either yesterday, but you know what? I'm in the song. I get to play it too. So whatever. I don't think anyone's going to complain, but it was my choice. But I hope you guys had fun. You know, I'm sorry we had some technical difficulties in the beginning. If you came in late, then you didn't see it, and that apology does not apply to you. But yeah, it's a great night. And I just want to say that, you know, if you like the show, subscribe, like this video, and turn on your notifications. This way you don't miss a show. Check out the description. All of the artists and the links to the songs that I've played tonight are in there. And be sure to check out the community tab on our channel, because that's where we'll post useful information, and, you know, polls and questions and all that good stuff. So that's basically your interface to communicate with us. I mean, obviously, you know me on Smule, so if you got something to say, you know where to find me. But that's how we reach out to our subscribers. So definitely take a look at that, and join and follow anyone you liked here. That's the whole point. Make new connections, sing new songs, and, you know, go forth and be merry. And again, my prayers go out to the folks in Florida. May you all be safe, and we'll see you on the other side. And I will see you all back on my normal time on Monday at 8:30 p.m. So until then, all I want to say is peace.
I don't hate your mother. Morning, Bev.
America.